Hey, it's David Farmer, and today we're going to be talking about how you can build a sales funnel around providing customers a free credit score. So as customers are looking to engage with retail activities on your dealership website, getting pre-qualified and giving the customer the ability to get their free credit score is a great way to engage customers in that activity and then ultimately convert that customer into a lead so your dealership can have communication with that customer. And that's really what generating first-party leads on your dealership website really is all about, is getting customers to visit your dealership website and then reveal themselves by providing their first name, their last name, email address, a phone number, some way to start dialogue. Customers coming to your dealership website that don't provide that information really become lost to you. So the goal of your website should be around generating leads. And that's exactly what the Entice lead conversion technology does, is it creates these lead funnels. And a lot of times these lead funnels can start with advertisements. So utilizing digital marketing technology and solutions like Google Ads, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, a lot of these platforms, we can create these engagement advertisements around different activities, such as getting pre-qualified for a vehicle. But we have to be able to deliver upon that experience once a customer visits your dealership website. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, is how you can use this free credit score offer to customers or get pre-qualified as that call to action to get the customer to go from an impression of an ad to a click of an ad to a landing page into a lead conversion technology. Because what I'm going to do real quick is let me go ahead and share my screen with you. I'm going to share the screen that I have open right here. And this is our companion website. So this is part of our lead funnel solution. This connects directly to your dealership's website utilizing a subdomain, and we create these funnel experiences to push people down to get them to convert into a lead. What you're looking at right here is what we call our mini tool. So this is an iframeless tool that gets embedded onto a landing page. And the reason we call it an iframeless tool, because it's exactly that. It's an embedded tool on your dealership website. And just to kind of discuss that, why it's so important is, first of all, you can see all of this text that's in this tool itself. This now becomes available for Google to crawl your website and index that. That's going to add SEO for your top level domain. And what's going to happen is we're going to get rid of all of the wonkiness that you typically see with tools on your dealership website, where you have scroll bars within scroll bars within scroll bars, and really provide this horrible desktop and mobile experience. I mean, it's just not good. So this is going to solve for a lot of that. And the goal with this is to be able to provide some information around the getting a customer's free credit score and getting pre-qualified for a car loan. And then from this, they can launch right into our free credit score technology. It's going to open up right on the page that the customer's on, whether it's going to be a desktop, tablet, or a mobile device, providing a great experience for all. And then we're going to utilize a video right in our user interface, right in our mini tool, for customers to learn more about getting their free credit score and the value to the customer. So this is a great way to create a landing page that's going to be optimized for all device types, and getting that call to action, delivering upon that call to action that might have started with an advertisement. Now, we're going to have other ways to engage customers with a free credit score. For example, let's go ahead and look at a SRP, so a search results page on your dealership's website. And what you're going to see here is on all of the listings, we have this call to action right here. So this is another way to engage customers in that free credit score, getting pre-qualified call to action. That also is just going to open up our loan maker technology right on the page that the customer is on, including the video, and then giving that customer the ability to convert into a lead, but more importantly, getting something in return for it, meaning that they're going to get their free credit score, which we're going to walk through in a little bit. Now, we call this a sales funnel because we're going to start with something like an advertisement. So what you're looking at right here is an email that we're going to utilize this, this call to action about getting a customer's free credit score. So when we create advertisements, we utilize the CTAs that we have built around the technologies that we use, whether that's going to be scheduling a test drive and getting a $25 Visa reward card for doing that, getting a real offer in real time where you can buy a vehicle, we'll buy your car whether you buy a vehicle from us or not, or financing made easy, get your free credit score and getting pre-qualified. We're going to use, we love using animated GIFs. We find that customers are really going to engage with this. And then we can bring in dealerships branding, other information about the why a customer should take that next step, such as it's not going to impact their credit score, or social security number, or date of birth is not necessary. All credit types are going to be welcome, and then the customer can shop with confidence, knowing that they are pre-qualified. Other information about why a customer should take this next step and engage, and you should really be thinking about what are the engagement points and that call to action, why a customer should click through from an email to your dealership's website, and what that landing page experience is going to be. So, if you have any CTA on your email marketing and you're just dropping the customer on your homepage, you're not really delivering upon the expectation that you're created, and then you're not going to be able to convert as many of those customers into leads. We can continue to go down here. We're going to use any OEM branding, a call to action, just calling the dealership. We love that, to be able to drive calls to our dealerships. Additional animated GIFs around, in this case, the free credit score. We're going to drop in some other CTAs, such as, hey, schedule a test drive, get a $25 Visa reward card, and we can also include updated specials. So we're also giving reasons why a customer should be excited about getting pre-qualified, such as getting 1.9% financing on that brand new Charger maybe that they've had their eye on, or maybe looking at that $489 a month for the Jeep Grand Cherokee and interested in taking that next step around that. So this is an example of one of our email templates. We're going to use multiple calls to action. We're going to have one primary call to action, and that's going to be, in this case, the free credit score. And then when a customer clicks on this, we're going to want to make sure that we're going to drive them to an appropriate landing page. So in this case, maybe a direct landing page for the customer should be something like this right here, where they're going to be just one click away from being able to get their score. So they see the ad, they're interested in the ad, they want to get pre-qualified, they want to get their free credit score. We're going to drop them right into this pre-qualification page on your dealership's website. So we're going to be able to track that in the email clicks, and then also custom UTM codes in those URLs, so we can even look at more of that data inside of Google Analytics to see what that customer does, how often that CTA is successful, and how many customers are ultimately converting into leads. Now, other ways that we can utilize that call to action is through Facebook advertisements. So this is a type of campaign that we're running on Facebook right here. You can see that we have down here at the bottom, we have this Credit Score Express, and we're going to layer in the messaging that's going to appeal to customers about getting their FICO score, what a FICO score is, knowing that they don't have to provide any personal information such as a social security number or date of birth. They can get pre-qualified for a car loan. This is a softer inquiry. It's not going to add any impact to their credit score. And then we're going to include, again, that video. And actually, why don't I go ahead and play that video for you right now so you get an idea of the message that we can be sharing with customers.
Checking your credit should be fast and easy. Say hello to Credit Score Express. FICO scores are used in 90% of all lending decisions, so a FICO score is a pretty accurate reflection of your creditworthiness. Credit scores are calculated using computer programs known as scoring models. Scoring models perform sophisticated statistical analysis on the contents of your credit report. Credit Score Express uses a soft credit pull, which never impacts your credit or shows as an inquiry. To get your FICO score range, just tell us about yourself. No social security number or date of birth needed. And in seconds, Credit Score Express will provide your personal FICO score range. Plus, you can get pre-qualified instantly. And we'll send your credit score and pre-qualification certificate right to your email. Optionally, you can complete an Express Credit application. Our professional financial services team will review your application and provide you with a pre-qualification status in just minutes. Checking your credit score and getting pre-qualified for a car loan should be fast and easy. And with Credit Score Express, it is.
And for dealers that are utilizing our technology, we can provide all of these advertising assets, including these video assets that you can use in your digital marketing, whether that is going to be through Google Ads, Facebook, through YouTube, Instagram. All of these digital platforms allow for video advertisements. A great way to be able to engage customers in that CTA, get that engagement, ultimately get leads, generating that lead funnel that we're utilizing and generating to be able to drive more traffic. Now, what I'm going to do is let me go ahead and open up our test account. Just give me a minute here to get to a page that this is going to work on. All right, so let me share my screen with you real quick. Now, one of the things that you're looking at right here is our demo account. So you can see that we're experimenting with different colors and so on. And in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk through the experience that a customer would have once they engage in the technology so you can really see exactly what happens. So I'm going to use a test customer. So in this case, I'm going to use a customer that we use a lot. This is Carry a Bait, 9813 Camina. And you can see, so I'll just kind of let you know what we're doing as we're kind of walking through this tool and technology. So first name, last name, physical address, so we can match this customer to their soft credit pull. And to make sure that we get a high match rate, we need to make sure that we're getting high quality data put into the system. So that's why we use this address system where a customer can just type in their first few characters of their address, and then we're going to serve up the most appropriate. So in this case, it's going to be, I type in a few characters, there's the address right there. So we know that's a full accurate address. Now, another thing that we're going to do is we're going to validate and verify the data for the email address and phone number as it's going into our system. So if a customer types in a bad email address or bad phone number, they're not going to make it past this front page. We find that there are some hackers out there that's going to hack dealership websites and generate fake and bad leads. So we're going to try to minimize those in every way that we can. One of those is to use this partnership with XVerify to verify email addresses and phone numbers as they go into the system. Another thing is if a user with the same email address or phone number attempts to do it 3 times, we're going to lock that customer out. So they can't just put in the same email address and phone number more than 3 times, or we're going to lock them out again. And then we also have a integration with the Google reCAPTCHA system. Now, it's a transparent reCAPTCHA system. So Google has, their AI and machine learning algorithms that are constantly monitoring online activity. So they know when bots are trying to attack different systems, including dealership websites. And that's going to prevent a customer or a bot from being able to go through this. Another way that we're going to make sure that we're getting good, high-quality data, and we're not going to be spending your internet sales manager's time with leads that are unreachable. So I'm going to go ahead and click the Get Credit Score button. And what you're going to find is this is when we're going to do our credit score. You can watch the little animation that we have right there. We have a little bit of confetti. Internet's running a little bit slow when I have my streaming system set up here. But you can see what we've done here is we've provided this a 700 to 726 credit score. This is the customer's credit score is right in the middle. So when the customer comes into the dealership, you know exactly what their real FICO score is. We express it in a range to build in a little bit of flexibility, depending on what credit bureau you're using versus the credit score that got pulled here, what might have happened after the customer gets their free credit score. So we build a little bit of flexibility in that by showing a range and to be compliant with the credit bureaus. Everything is fully disclosed. It's fully gone through the CYA legal disclosures. Now we have pre-qualified this customer with a $52,250 loan. These values are going to be we allow our dealers to set whatever these thresholds are. So what I mean by that is whatever you want to decide as the threshold for qualified or not qualified, you get to choose what that is and what the overall pre-qualification amount is. Of course, it's going to be fully disclosed in a way that the customer's income has to be a certain level. They have to be able to prove what their income is to be able to qualify for the different loan amounts and the credit score and so on. So we never put you in a trick bag. Another thing that we don't do is we never tell a customer that they're not qualified. If they don't reach that pre-qualification threshold, what we do then is let the customer know that they are in pending status and the information has been provided to the dealership. The dealership is going to review the information and then get back to the consumer. So when that lead hits your dealership's CRM, you know that you're going to be able to reach back out to the customer and, for example, ask the customer, do you have a cosigner? What's your equity situation? You can start to do some of that pre-qualification with the customer after the customer has gone through this process on your dealership's website. Now, with our loan maker technology, the customer does have the ability to complete a full credit application, or they can just skip that and go right to the next step. So loan maker does become a full credit application that provides a lot more information to our dealers. Our dealers also have the opportunity to sign up for an upgrade, and that upgrade allows the dealership to have full access to that customer's full bureau from that soft credit pull. So you can either just go with our standard package, which is just providing you that credit score, or if you want to have that customer's full credit bureau, you can have that as well, and that's accessible right from our back end with our integration. Now, this right here is letting the customer know that they are going to have to give up their Social Security number and their date of birth, and that they are authorizing a hard credit pull if they take this next step, which about 15% of our customers do. So I'm going to accept this. I'm going to pre-fill out anything that we have from the customer, and then the customer has the ability to complete some of this other information here, such as the more general information, where I live, how much do I rent, do I have a mortgage? Then I'm going to go into the application or the employment information, employed, employer, employee's phone number, position, how long I've been there, what my monthly salary is. All of this information is going to be kind of like the bare bones necessity to fill out the fields that's necessary to generate a credit application in your system. And whether you're utilizing Route 1 or you are utilizing DealerTrack, in either case, we're going to take this information and publish it right there and then give you a notification that you have a new credit application. Customer can then enter in their Social Security number, their date of birth, they're checking off the financing terms, got a cool way to get a customer's digital signature. I can add a co-applicant with the proper disclosures, or I can complete this process. Once I complete this process, I'm going to be provided with a pre-qualification certificate. So this can be, again, that handoff from your website to your dealership's showroom. So another thing that we like to really look at from this lead funnel is we're going to start from advertisements, whether that is going to be Facebook advertisements, whether that's going to be Google advertisements, Instagram. We even have some Twitter campaigns. We have video campaigns with YouTube. So we're going to create the engagement from advertisements. We're going to drive the customer to specific landing pages that gives them direct access to what they're looking for. We create that strong call to action to deliver upon the expectation that we've created with the advertisements, and then we move that customer into this very high engagement user experience to be able to give them something, in this case, their free credit score and get pre-qualified. And then we provide them with a handoff that they can utilize once they visit your dealership showroom. So these lead funnels are really sales funnels because we're reaching customers and going out on the internet and finding customers that potentially might be interested in purchasing a vehicle from you, bringing them all the way through until the point that they come into your dealership showroom, and then they can say, hey, I was on your website and I got pre-qualified. I'm interested looking at XYZ, whatever that vehicle is. So it's a great handoff where customers can really tailor their experience. And then from a lead handling standpoint, how these leads hit your CRM is how you're going to want to be able to handle these customers. So if you think about this lead coming into your system with the source and the subsource, and then building in your CRM specific autoresponder and other triggered emails based on the customer getting pre-qualified. So that initial email should reference what activity that they completed on your dealership website. And you can do that because the leads that's provided into your CRM is going to have custom source and subsource, and that can have something to the effect of, thank you for visiting our dealership website and getting pre-qualified. My name is David Farmer. I am one of the special finance assistant concierge here at the dealership. I'd like to schedule a time for you to come into the dealership and we can review your pre-qualification status. I mean, that would be just absolutely ideal and provide an unbelievable experience to the customer. And again, it's going to help you get more leads, get more appointments into your dealership showroom, and then ultimately drive more sales. So that's going to wrap up my time with you today. As a quick recap, what we're talking about is being able to provide a full experience for your customer from advertising to a specific landing page, getting that customer to convert into a lead, and how you can advertise for it, building that full sales funnel. I always appreciate your time watching our videos here. Now, you're going to find this video plus many others at entice.com.